That was a movie.
Hello. What happened?
Jello pudding pops.
What happened? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Mike, John, Chuck. We got Brian off to the side.
Yeah.
We had equipment malfunction. Could have been user error, but we don't know yet.
Either way. Nice
All
little
right.
short.
So we're going to pull off a shorty.
A shorty short.
Not a fatty, a shorty.
Take
Stubby.
a deep dive into some of the old stuff we got.
Deep dive into
Yeah.
some old
Take a deep
relics.
dive. There's some really good stuff back in the day. From
But-
a year ago. Check it out, man. From back in the day.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to talk about tonight before we call it quits,
Yeah.
and that is there was no election interference in 2020.
What?
Yeah, did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
That's what they say.
There was
Mhm.
no election interference.
Then why is
in
everybody
2020.
going to jail?
So, let me tell you something from the federal government Census Bureau. Okay.
Did you have another drink in your cooler?
You know how hard it is to open this son of a bitch?
Here we
It's
go.
a
I know,
workout.
but man, I got a cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Not from anything, just from a hard day's work.
I can't.
Just for a hard day's work. Okay,
Mhm.
so number of registered voters in the United States in 2020, 160. Why am I not doing this the right way? 168.31 million registered voters. Okay,
Yeah.
this is per the
Dripping water over
Federal
electronic
census.
devices. That's good.
Okay.
Grab the mic.
Okay. As per the federal government, only 113 million votes were cast in 2020. If that's the case, and Trump's turnout was 74 million, and zero votes were switched from Trump to Biden, then that would have left Biden with only 39 million votes.
Right.
All sources claim he received 81 million votes, more than ever, more than Obama and Trump.
Yep.
That means there is over 41 million invalid votes. So Biden received 81 million votes. Trump received 74 million votes. The federal government clearly states just under 69% voter turnout in 2020. So the actual turnout cannot be more than 115 million voters or votes total. The total votes that the president and his challenger received is supposedly 155 million.
Yeah, I
So
saw
there
those
is a
stats before.
This is the actual real federal Census Bureau stats, but yet there's no problem. So why is there
They're saying there's more people
so
that
40
voted that
40
exist.
more 40
Yeah.
million more votes were counted
Right.
than people that actually voted.
Right. Right. That don't exist, that are dead or made up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're still arresting people.
Technology is way better now too, so they
Well,
can,
it takes. That's why people do this stuff. It takes years to catch up to them, and they know this.
well, they're getting caught
And they
for
always
the-
find somebody that'll take the fall,
Oh yeah.
and they'll pay off their families or whatever.
The people that are getting hit are the low level people.
Yes.
The people that orchestrated everything, they're not being touched.
No, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're not sweating anything.
No, they're getting ready to do it again.
That's right. They're getting. You damn straight. They're getting ready to do it again.
And they're gonna find some other patsies.
Whatever
that
the
are
hell they
ready
did.
to do it.
But I just think it's kind of interesting. I mean, I even listened to some people that I respect and such, and they even say that there was no voter fraud. But how
No,
can
there
you
was.
deny that?
Well, there's people getting arrested too, so that's proof that there was election
Right,
fraud,
yeah, and I read
election meddling, or whatever they're
I
calling
see it all the time in, like, yes, not even small towns, but cities and such
Yeah.
where somebody did something or something or something, and now they're going to jail for it.
Yeah,
Took a couple years to catch them
right.
or to
I
catch
mean,
up
it's,
to them.
it's you know, if people would take the energy that they put into being shitheads put it to being an honest person. It'd probably take less energy.
Wow, the world would be such a great place, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be poverty.
All
or
the
any of
fucking
that stuff.
scammers and shit, just stealing cash.
I heard
Stealing credit card fucking shit. They hit my bank twice
Yes.
and got my Chase card once.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
They were dinging it in California, pulling out. They would put it in and test, see how much was there. Well, whatever ATM they're going to, it hit them for $3, and then they put it back in, pull money out, and then charge them another $3. But they were doing it to test. They had to test, see how much was in there, because they didn't want to drop it down below like $500,
Okay.
$700, because then most people have alerts on their phone.
It'll red flag.
Right, and be like,
Right.
hey, dude, you're falling below your threshold that you don't want to fall below.
Interesting.
So they
Right.
know this, so they just gamble to figure out how much people take out, before it alert. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking got me good. Not only me, they got a bunch of people. There's a bunch of us up there.
Really?
Yeah. It happened at Michael's. Lynn went in there and got something and punched her fucking number in like a debit card transaction.
Oh, yeah.
And then they hacked Michael's and stole a bunch of people's information.
Oh.
Yeah. They're making credit cards or whatever, debit cards out in California with my card.
Did you see the hacker that hacks into the hackers?
Yeah.
And he sits there and goes, all right, it's a blue screen. Type in your name. Do not hit enter. He goes, okay, now it asks me this. He goes, I said don't hit enter. And he's sitting there, and he got $40,000 from them. He stole $40,000 from them. They
Yeah.
deposited it in his account.
They hacked into the video camera stuff too and watched the monitor and watched the people and be like, you're sitting next to this person, and they freak out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and they're
Really?
watching the fucking call center.
And they'll delete their
Oh.
they'll delete everything, their contact info and everything.
Yeah.
And he'll call people. He'll listen to phone calls and call them like an old person. Hey, that was a scam. I listened to the whole conversation. That's a scam. Do not give them anything. And they're like, oh, thank God you're here.
Dang.
Yeah.
So we've got a Batman hacker out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I say more power to him. Do you see
Batman
where there's
Batman.
a whole squad called like the they do something, but they trick people. They go on like this. These people went on the Grinder app, and then
Okay.
and they were saying that they were a 14-year-old boy. They got somebody that was running for like a governor or whatever that fucking showed up. They have it all on video where he comes walking in. The guy's like, "Oh shit," and fucking takes off running. He's videotaping him. Made it to the news, and I was like, "Bullshit," because I saw it on the old TikTokaroo,
No.
and I was like, "That's got to be bullshit." So I paused the video, went to the internet, pulled it up, and sure as fucking shit, there's that guy fucking, New York, or no, maybe it wasn't New York. I don't know where it was, but yeah,
Wow.
trying to solicit a 14-year-old. They had text messages, and they had them printed, the text messages on the news. So as I'm going through reading some of these text messages, they blurred out some of the words, but you can make
fill
out
in the blanks.
Yeah, you can fill in the blank. I was like, holy shit,
What the hell is wrong?
this guy needs to. They have a whole fucking thing about what happens to him when they go to prison.
We used to kill
There's
people
like whole
that
shows
back
on
in the
that.
day.
Well, hell,
Now
everything's
they're slapped on the wrist and let go. So they
Wasn't
go
it,
do it again.
wasn't it Florida? What state was it that's bringing back execution
Oh, I heard that
for
too.
pedo?
Maybe Florida. That'd be
I
kind of
think-
nice.
You know,
Florida has a
Alabama
big
passed-
problem with
for
it.
pedo.
Alabama passed laws
Huh?
about trans.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw
I think
that.
it's Florida.
Yeah.
No. California, my ass.
Yeah,
They don't. They're
no,
letting people out of prison.
no. Yeah, that's getting real bad there in L.A.
Gavin Newsom's really fucking turning
It's-
that place around. Let me tell you what.
He's turning it around.
Yeah, right into
making
the
it a
shitter.
cesspool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody's getting out of there, man.
It's something crazy. It's like 2,000 people leave a day, or 200, or something. It's a pretty high number. Like
Right.
you're going, holy crap, really?
And they're not nice criminals. They're
No, the people that are leaving us. Well, I've been watching
the
this.
criminals are staying.
I've been
Everybody
watching
else
this
is leaving.
Growing Belushi on
Yeah,
HBO
yeah,
Max. I
yeah.
love it.
I don't have.
Belushi,
I don't have Max, so it sucks. They gave it to me
But the show's
free.
great.
I know. I've seen it on YouTube.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
burns
talking
down.
about
He has bad luck.
he does have bad luck. But he was talking about that the cartels are coming into California and taking families prisoner, holding them at gunpoint, forcing them to grow their farms the way they want them to grow, using pesticides and chemicals to get it super badass and fast and out on the market so they can take the money and do it. He says this is a problem. It's actually going on in California.
Oh, shit.
In the United States of America, there are actual families and farms, I guess, not really families. Well, I guess families too, yes. But
Yeah.
farms that are being mom and pop weed farms that have been there forever out in the middle of nowhere kind of places
Yeah.
are being taken over and forced at gunpoint to grow it the way, the way they want it grown and to grow it for the cartel.
Oh, jeez. That sucks.
I mean, he talked about it. He's outspoken about it, and he thought that his place burned down. He thought that it was them coming after him, like making a
Right.
statement. Turned out it wasn't. It was one of his electric vehicles caught fire. And
Imagine that.
a little golf cart thing. And but now at the very end of the last season,
Yeah.
he's running for office to fight all this stuff
Right.
in
Mhm.
Oregon.
I saw the
Isn't
one
that
where he
crazy?
went to Dan Aykroyd and got the permission
Yeah.
for the Blues Brothers.
That was
And they had to
great,
go to
wasn't
the
it?
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to go to Colombia and get these 3 original seed strands.
Yeah,
That
and he
was
loses
cool.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he found them
Yeah.
at the very end. The guy had it. The one guy of all time. Come on.
All right.
All right, well, that was fun, guys. I had a good time.
Yeah.
We're
nice
going to
little
wrap
show.
it up for this week.
Yeah. Had a
Expect
good
some
night.
cool new stuff next week.
Yep.
And we'll forever be going nowhere.
There you go. Remember and like and subscribe. It doesn't hurt anything. Come on now.
And if you don't,
Go walk your fucking dog.
yeah.